Louisiana beer reviews. Southampton's Imperial Porter. Southampton Public House, established 1996. Most of their beers that are sold in stores are contract brewed. A store manager gave me this beer and said he wanted me to try it and let him know how it was, and then he would consider ordering it. He wanted to me to test it out, and then he'll decide if he wants to bring it into the store. Also has some Campbell's Chunky chicken and corn chowder soup to go along with it. I added some things to it, like Daigle's Cajun dry rub, black pepper, crystal hot sauce. I cut up some yellow onions and put it in there, and then I put 3 slices of this new Kraft white cheddar jalapeno cheese. See how that is. Already prayed. Letting this butter sit out because I'm going to put some butter on bread and sop it all up after. I want the butter to warm up so I can spread it a little bit at least. They say on the website they don't give the alcohol rating, but I looked on Rate Beer and Beer Advocate, they said 7.2. They did say they use 7 different malt varieties. Didn't say a thing about hops. Gets a very good score on Beer Advocate. Bros hadn't tried it, so the guy posts it, but he don't try it. Anyway, 97 out of 100 on Rate Beer, 90 out of 100 for the style. So very good to Rate Beer, world class, right? So I don't know. They're saying they're making it like a Baltic Porter. That's what the website says. And I've had some of those before, and I like them. Store manager gave me this. A store manager gave this beer to me. Okay. Oh, let me get a glass. Silly me. And I never edit. And I can't stand videos where people have these jump cuts the whole time. Anyway, that didn't take long. He wanted me to try it, and he said, tell me what you think, and then if it's good, I'll bring it in. He said most of the Southampton beers they have don't sell. But I think it's just because people aren't, like I told him, I said, they won't give it a chance. You know, they'll try certain things, and they're hung up on that, and then they just won't try new things. Just like he brought in a bunch of North Coast beers. They just don't move. And I don't think it's because people try them and they're bad. They just don't try them. And plus, I think they price them a little high at the store, which scares people off, and I don't blame them for that. Okay. Have a smudge here on this glass. Alright, medium, beige head, and can I clean this glass? I don't know what that is. Okay, and a brown, dark brown appearance, and a little bit of reddish brown with the light coming through, a little ruby with the light shining through. Let me push this away because I'm smelling the corn chowder. Oh yeah, heavily roasted. You're getting a little cherry, dark cherry in there, for sure. I want to get a good whiff of it. Dark roasted barley malts. A little bit of chocolate and coffee maybe. It's just a rich, full, dark roasted aroma. There's no chocolate or coffee. It's just barley malt, water, hops, and yeast. Okay, but you pick those up with these dark ones, and it's like, what is the difference between an Imperial Porter and a Stout? I don't know. I think they're almost pretty much like the same thing. The mouthfeel is, of course, a Stout is a type of porter. Not the mouthfeel, the taste. Jumping the gun. It's 7:10 in the morning. I know soup for breakfast was kind of odd, but I had gotten delayed, and I said, heck, I'm not going to go to Popeyes and get that big breakfast. I'll just eat this. It's about 2 hours later than I normally eat breakfast. I typically eat 5 or 5:30. Tastes good. I'm going to the Tulane game, and I'm going to be eating at the Coach's Corner, so I don't want to stuff myself anyhow. Same thing, rich, dark bread crust, a dark roasted, pretty heavily roasted barley malts. Maybe a little cherry, but not really. The mouthfeel isn't heavy. It's a light to medium mouthfeel. A lot of people will shy away from porters and stouts. They'll think they're thick. Many of them are not thick. They're sort of thin. Get a can of Guinness Draft and you'll see the finish is semi-dry. It's easygoing, quite drinkable, and delicious. And it's 7.2. You wouldn't expect it. You drink 2 of these, it's going to really sneak up on you. How is it as a breakfast beer here at 7:10 in the morning? It goes really well with. Already had 3 cups of coffee. It goes well with the breakfast. How about this soup for breakfast? Really good. I might do this more often. Soup for breakfast. Hot. I get them really hot. 97 out of 100 seems a little high. Very good, that's a B+, seems a little low. So it's better than very good, but it's not as good as world class. So I would say, but I think you should bring it into the store, and I can't say anybody's going to buy it. When I see him tomorrow, I'll tell him, yeah, it's really good. The bitterness is there, but I would think the IBUs aren't too high. If you like the really rich, chocolatey, coffee-oriented, malty beers, I think you'd like this. I'm glad I tried it, and I'm glad he gave it to me. Just that roastiness, I tell you, it's really nice. I thought their Burton was good. Actually, everything the Keller Weiss, everything I've tried from those people I've liked. The pumpkin. I'll give it an A. I think it deserves an A. It's a most excellent beer, and an A is really nice, and you can't complain about that. This soup is an A. For a canned soup, hey. I remember one time I went to this expensive restaurant on a date in New Orleans called Bayona, and they had some soup as the first course, or maybe it was after the salad, and it was good and all. And some guy sitting at the table by us said, "What do you think about that soup?" I said, "It's good." I said, "Can't really say it's better than Campbell's soup though, out of a can." And the woman I was with was so embarrassed and appalled. She said, "I can't believe you said that, comparing this at this expensive restaurant to a Campbell's soup." I said, "Well, they were about the same. And that doesn't mean that the soup at Bayona was bad. It just means that the Campbell's soup is really good. Except that I got it for $1 a can on sale at the store, and the soup over there was probably $7. So you can figure out what's a better value. Anyway, if you see it, I think you should try it, if the price is not too bad. So Laissez Le Bon Temps Roulé. This is a really good beer from, to me, a really good brewing company. And I'm going to end this review by saying y'all come on down to New Orleans and go to a Tulane basketball game, which is what I'm going to do today.